All right, well, I wish I knew what this bay was called because it's just drop dead gorgeous in here. Super shallow. I can't even have the rudder down here. It's where I'm right now is about a foot deep, but it's been as shallow as like probably 6 or 7 inches in a couple spots here. So, oh yeah, and cheers. I gotta have my morning coffee. I think tide is going out, so I'm gonna be a little cautious about going too far and too close to shore here. I don't want to get caught on a sandbar. I just saw my first seal out in the water here. They move pretty fast, so it's like by the time you get your camera out to take the picture, they're gone. So I've just decided that I'm not going to do that unless they're sitting on a rock. It just makes no sense. Just got to enjoy the moment. There we have some sort of falcon, osprey, vulture, California condor. I don't know what they are. There's 2 of them circling up there. So looking for some dinner. So up in this little bay here, these little hills to the off in the distance there, up on top of those, about maybe not even a kilometer on the other side of there, probably about a half kilometer, there's a trailhead, and you can take the trailhead. It's probably about 10K out and back to the point, and the point of Point Rios would be looking directly on the other side of that mountain range there, mountain hillside, is the Pacific Ocean. So when you get up to the point, you've got Tomales Bay on your right, and then you're looking north towards Bodega Bay, and then on your left is the Pacific Ocean, the vastness of the Pacific Ocean. Oh, I should show you guys too, like this is so clear here. I just saw some starfish down at the bottom, so I'm hoping maybe we'll see something here. I don't got the rudder down, so it's kind of hard to, I'm paddling with one hand. So I think my plan for the next trip down this way would be to paddle into this bay and then somehow hike up. I'm sure there's got to be a trail that goes from the trailhead down to here. So I could hike up to that trailhead and then do a run out to the point and back, because that would be pretty spectacular. I don't see myself ever kayaking on the far side, on the Pacific side. That probably would not be a lot of fun. Let's see, let's get in a little shallower here and see if we can't see some little critters. So as I was paddling across from Hog Island, where I just did the last video from, it was really shallow. There was probably a channel or so that was, deeper, but for the most part I could see the bottom all the way across. So I would say anywhere from about 5 to maybe 20 feet that I could see down, and then there was probably a section that was maybe more like 50 to maybe 100 feet for a short distance. So it's almost like swimmable. If somebody was like a good swimmer and wanted to do that sort of thing, it would be a nice little jaunt over. And we're not getting any vegetation. I was hoping for some seaweed and some rocks and stuff like that, but we're not getting much. So I'll just go a little further. If I don't see anything, I'll do another video when I get to an area that has some better sea life on the bottom, because this is really just a tidal sandbar, I think. Yeah, we're not going to get anything. All right. Well, I hope you enjoyed this as much as I am. It's kind of fun doing these, sharing the experience with you guys. Tell you a funny story while I paddle over here to see if I can find something else. Today is President's Day, so Monday the 17th, I guess, is President's Day. I didn't know that, so I didn't make any reservations for any place to stay last night, and by the time I figured out it was President's Day, all the state parks were like totally booked up. So my cheap accommodations didn't happen, and I kind of got lucky and found a state park that had, not a state park, a private campground that had openings and that, but it's like almost twice as much to stay there. The bonus is you do have flush toilets, and there was like a laundromat and an area where you could just sort of sit. So when you're, I guess when I'm sort of traveling in the car here and camping in these places. I'm sleeping in the back of the car, and I don't really have a space to, you know, like there's a picnic table, but once it gets dark, there's really not much to do to entertain yourself. So you're going to bed pretty early. So last night I was actually able to go over to the laundromat and sit around the card table and catch up on some emails and stuff like that from back home. All right, yeah, I'm not going to get anything in here. So, other than this seagull, you know, everywhere you go, there's that bird again. I swear to God, I saw that bird, that very bird in Vernon. Okay, I'll sign off from here. One more look around. There's the white cliffs of Dover that we had last time. We might see some sea life over there, so I'll go over that way and see what we can come up with. All right, signing off.